Roll on up because we got some for hire action. Make sure you guys smash the and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. There were a lot of interesting challengers out of the Kongs event, and one that, kind of caught my attention was the use of the for hire stuff in combination with the K9 stuff. This is one of the early talkabouts that I think most of us wanted to see have some sort of success, and I think it did initially catch a lot of ground. Now, I mean, we'll kind of see how this goes, but I mean, his opening hand is not the greatest in the world, and especially, since we have to draw pass on that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to see Mimighoul starting things off here. We're going to see a Fua into an Ash. Oh boy. Well, that's a sad, sad day. A Link Karibo. Now, we do get to make the Azuna here, which will actually make a decent playable field for us. We'll go ahead and actually make the Jax, because I guess we want to keep the body off the field, which is actually not bad, because we'll be keeping any yummy monsters off of the field, which actually that was a pretty good choice, because now we've cut our opponent off of getting the chance to play the game, and we drew a Chaotic Elements for turn. Holy crap. Slam down the Elements to grab up the Mimighoul. We're going to get immediately Droll Knockbird, which is fine. So now, this is why I love the fact that because Rex is a 5, you're actually able to combo it up with the Mimighoul to be able to beam it out. If not, Rex is able to be brought out other ways as well via its own effects. So this is going to work interchangeably nicely. So we'll just go ahead and go battle phase. 2k, 2k, and 26, putting the opponent at a very, very, very bad position. We've also got a Purge loaded up back here. So, I mean, we're so good. And we have a Zeus now. Seems amazing. I'm actually surprised they didn't make a extra little piece here. So, interestingly enough, this is probably the place where we have to Purge. Yep, cut that off. And then we do see the Link one coming down. And then we're going to go ahead and just on-field spell activation, clear the field. And then we automatically see the concession there, which is to be expected, right? You're not going to get much of a recovery off of that field. You kind of just have to accept what happened. Now, once again, the interesting thing about this list is, man, your for hire stuff is just... you have so many issues. Interesting. So we're going to go ahead and see Perulia. We're going to go ahead and get Ash. We're going to go ahead and fire Perulia too, which now we're going to get the chance to really start to generate some of that big advantage here, which is what you want to be seeing, right? You want to see the steamroll. The opponent's going to pull Yummy Surprise, which is fine. We'll see an Azuna coming down here. Go ahead and mill down Lupus. We'll go ahead and bring up Lupus, and then we'll go ahead and actually make the Valon the Sky Blaster here to blink this down, because we don't want to be dealing with this right now. So we'll go ahead and book that. They're going to go ahead and Mimighoul make her up. They'll go ahead and grab up the Dragon, alright, which is actually good. Alright, so now they get to go ahead and just kind of play the game how they want to here. Dungeon Master and friends go ahead and deploy up the dungeon. Go ahead and grab up the Fairy. Alright, go ahead and Yummy Surprise to special. And then we'll go ahead and we're actually going to make the Ripple Bird here. But luckily for us, we've now played into the likes of Space Rock McGee 9000. And remember, Nibiru does in fact keep these nice little face-down monsters around, which we're going to go ahead and send that off of the Val and the Sky Blaster, because we do not want the opponent to get any real cheesy ideas here, which I do think actually helps out. So we're going to go ahead and get another monster. Alright, well, I mean, thanks for the Fairy, I guess. I'm sure we can make some sort of do with that. We'll go ahead and actually Tribute Summon. Oh yeah, we cannot normal summon because of Dungeon. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man. Well, we'll go ahead and Lantern revive up Lupus. Alright, they're going to go ahead and make her flip up the Fairy. The opponent will go ahead and get it, and we get to go ahead and make Ripper now. So we get to go ahead and just play the game as we want to here. I mean, considering the fact we have a case of K9 coming down here to just generate some free advantage here. Alright, so now we can actually normal summon. Alright, Rex is right on schedule. This is where we get to grab the rookie for hire here. The cool thing is, this lets us special summon, or Tribute 1 special summon any for hire monster from the hand or deck whose level is 1 higher or 1 lower. So we'll go ahead and Tribute. We get to go out and bring up Beat here with rookie. And now we can go ahead and make the Donner the dagger for hire. Donner, go ahead and split apart. We get to bring out Raphael from the deck. We'll go ahead and special summon Raphael. And now we get to go ahead and make the legendary Fogo. If this card is Link Summon, you can special summon a for higher monster with a different type than the 3 monsters used for the Link Summon from the deck. And if this card destroys opponent's monster by battle, you can draw a card. Then if you control 3 or more monsters for higher, you can draw an additional 2. Yeah, this card's a custom card. It's good to special summon out 1. We get to go ahead and banish, revive Raphael. Alright, we'll go ahead and trigger up the abilities here. Alright, go ahead and excavate, grab up a free fossil dig. Alright, go ahead and get the big draw power off of that, because it's whenever a card or cards your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or card effect. Because we actually popped it via the marksman, we got that huge draw 3 power, which is exactly the payoff you want. So field spell is going to go ahead and trigger us into another piece. Now we can go ahead and Rex, go ahead and special summon down both. Now we can go battle phase and safely start to clear up this field and get in some key damage here, putting the opponent, I mean, they have 1 card in hand. I do not think they're coming out of this. We'll see if they can do anything. Yep, they don't. Yeah, that's to be expected. This deck, when you do see the for hire stuff and you are able to start spinning this advantage web, it starts to get pretty disgusting pretty quick here. And honestly, I think that's the reason why I like this deck, like as a fun little challenger that you can actually mess around with. So this time, we're going to be going against a nice little Tri-Yummy pile, but we do get to start off with the best combo piece of our deck, which is Noroi. And it's really cool because you don't even get to see for hire cards this game, all right? It's like, oh, hey, this is, oops, all just, you know, canine interactions. But I mean, that's the thing that you choose when you build this deck. It's like, you have to have these good power generic cards to actually help you out. Joe Cool into Azuna coming down here. You know, mill down Lupus. Go ahead and grab up another Noroi from the deck. But this is, you know, why we love this. Now we've got hand knowledge here. So this is also the really funny thing I like about this deck. You can actually pivot into the for hire stuff, because Keel here is just 2 monsters with different types, and then on Link Summon you can set a spell and trap card for hire, or the Fandora the Flying Fortress from your deck. Now you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except for hires, which that's fine. We've now opened up the floodgates to actually having this enter into the fray. So that's exactly what we want to see. So we're going to go ahead, bring up the ship now. We'll go ahead and grab up Beat from the deck. And now we'll go ahead and make Donner. Go ahead and revive our pieces here. Go ahead and stack up Beat to grab up Rex. And now, let's go ahead and special summon Rex time. Go ahead and grab Mayhem for hire. And go ahead and just Link Summon into Fogo. Bring out the Marksman, set up the additional pieces. And then we can go ahead and set the rank up and pass turn over to the opponent. Alright, so we got a double Cyclone interaction coming down here with Eldom coming to the hand. We're going to go ahead and see Radiant Typhoon Vision grabbing up MST to keep clearing off back row, which was really solid, honestly. And then we can just get to go ahead and trigger up some free advantage. Alright, I'm grabbing up Hornet Drones. Oh boy. We'll go ahead and Rex to revive. Go ahead and stack up our effects to pop. Alright, we'll go ahead and the opponent's going to draw 2. We'll go ahead and grab up Raphael. And then we're going to go ahead and trigger our draw 3. So good. Now Raphael gets to just verify here. Alright, so engage Eldom and the Radiant Typhoon, rest of the chain coming up here. Alright, go ahead, drop down Raphael, get the mill 3 into an Ash. That's really, really strong, because now we can use this Ash as a defensive layer. Alright, we've got Manifestation coming to hand here. I'm going to slam down Manifestation, and then try to revive. We'll go spell that. They're going to go ahead and try to do Tri-Yummy combo, Raphael, Shark Cannon, sure. They'll go ahead and make Sprint now. Sprint's going to go ahead and Book a Moon that. They get the kit to the hand. Alright, go ahead and pitch kit, mill down Nerval. And then we're going to go battle phase Ramen, so we can trigger, bring back the kit, banish 3, or banish 4. Alright, there's the Shirag. Make the Ash to cut off. And then they still have a little bit more gas. SP to banish field spell, and then the concession. Yeah, you didn't have enough gas to break that field, unfortunately. They really tried, and I mean, the deck did look like it was getting very close trying. So we see Droll. We're going to see Magic Deflector being pulled out. That's interesting. Alright, so Izuna on the normal, DD ground, gonna vanish the Lupus. Alright, go ahead and banish that. And then, well, unfortunately, you don't get to do a lot there when your opponent just has an auto turn skip against you. And now Radiant Typhoon gets to start to build up their field here, and then go down the Tri-Yummy side of things to get access to the rest of this. This is why I like this variant a lot. This deck actually has some very, very fun interaction. But we're playing into this nib right now. We are not giving a crap about whatever field we are setting up. There comes the Yummy side of things. Now we're going to go ahead and nib blast them. Alright, the Izuna does stay face down. Alright, they do have the Tri cards here to try to rebuild a board, which they might be able to. The problem is, yeah, there's the Ghost Spell, MST, Pop Field Spell. Now Crocea, and then go ahead and spin those back to the deck. Now we're in a really bad position. The opponent re-established through the nib. And we do get to Fua here, which isn't going to matter because we're taking these life points. We'll take one draw. And I don't think it's necessarily going to matter at this stage, especially since they've got the free revives and they've got the mandate up. Yeah. All right, beat MST target, negate, and then the concession. Yeah. There was never going to be much that you could do about that. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Oh, hey, look, we have Gale and Rex, and now we can deploy the Izuna to mill down Lupus. And we get to do Ripper things. Oh, that's so good. All right, Lupus bring back, or, yep. Grab up case K9 from deck, and then go into another Izuna for the extra layer. Now we bridge into For Hire, which I love this bridge, man. Go ahead and revive up the 2. Rex, go ahead and bring up Mayhem for Hire, and then go ahead and spin into Fogo. Go ahead and bring up the Dampa and put up the extra body. All right, MST Pop, interesting. Tenki, go ahead and revive. All right. Now we can go ahead and trigger up our cards. Go ahead and Widow Anchor, negate the Fogo. Sure. Search for the Dark Hole. My God. Droll and Lockbird. Sure. And then Dark Hole clearing the field is hilarious. Alright, well, the opponent gets to do Tri-Yummy combo now. We luckily have Called by the Grave to help us. And then we get to bring up the Pop for that. Holy crap, that was amazing. Alright, well, congratulations to the For Hire deck for actually bringing it together at the end. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.